This dish, it really hits like all the flavors that I love to work with, right? Spice, some acidity, this fun texture. We'll see how well I do with these unique ingredients that I've never worked with before. This week, our chefs headed to Tucson and worked with local ingredients only found in the Sonoran Desert.
And the winning chef tonight is Evelyn.
For Evelyn, cooking with cactus and chilies proved to be fruitful. She created the winning dish, ensuring her spot in the finale. I think this is the perfect dish for the home chef to make because I want you to challenge yourself with new ingredients and new techniques.
I love chili relleno. I've never done it with nopal, so I figured trying to do something different with it.
The first thing we're gonna work on is the bisque. Into this pan, we're gonna add some oil to this pan, some neutral oil. You wanna work this on a high heat. We have about a pound of whole shrimp shells here. Really important, you wanna hear that sizzle. You don't want these to steam, you wanna roast them in this oil. We're gonna start with 1 diced onion, 1 diced carrot, 2 stalks of celery chopped. Sweat this out, really get some nice color. The shells you want to turn a bright orange. That's when you know you're kind of extracting a lot of that flavor from the shrimp shells. That looks great. We're gonna add 4 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon coriander, 1 teaspoon of cumin. You wanna toast this spice in the oil as well, so it kind of blooms your spices. We're gonna add 1 sweet bell pepper diced and a tablespoon of tomato paste. You wanna coat all the shrimp shells and all the vegetables inside here with the tomato paste so it roasts and gets a nice golden brown to it. So you kind of cook that raw tomato paste out. 1 quart of water. I'm gonna give this a cover. So our broth is bubbling away here. It's been about 25 minutes and it's looking fantastic. We have our raw shrimp here. We're gonna add this to the broth. This is gonna make it extra delicious. We're gonna give this a cover. So our bisque is ready to go. The shrimp is fully cooked. We are going to blend this now. Take the top off if you have one, guys. This is gonna release some of this steam and pressure. What I like to do then is then put a towel on top of this. Look at this beautiful bisque that we have here. Nice and thick and rich. You need some salt. You can hit it with some pepper as well. So now that you have your bisque, we're gonna put that aside.
So I'm working on the shrimp paste per se that is gonna go in my nopal. So it has some of the herbs that we picked up yesterday.
To get the mousse going that we're gonna stuff the cactus with, we start off with ½ pound of peeled shrimp, 1 tablespoon of Mexican oregano, 2 tablespoons of ground ginger, 1 clove of garlic, fish sauce, and about 3 tablespoons of lime zest. This is like 1½ to 2 limes. Salt to taste, but we have fish sauce, so be gentle with the seasoning here because you have a lot of salt coming from that fish sauce. Now we puree. Really waiting for that all just to kind of come together like that. It's looking beautiful. Get this in a bowl, set this aside, and we're gonna move on to our nopale salad. So guys, this is a nopale or a cactus. You can find these clean, but you know what? If you're happen to be in the desert and you're foraging for your own cactus, you're gonna have to clean these yourselves.
First we gotta clean them. You know, it's another thing that I learned from my grandma.
So you're gonna cut down on these. So there's your cactus. We have a mint of 1 Fresno chili, 1/4 of a small red onion diced, juice of 1 lime, juice of an orange, tablespoon of Mexican oregano. So in Evelyn's original recipe, she used epazote, and that is a flavor and a ingredient that people might find challenging and or really hard to find. So we're substituting really great Mexican oregano for this. And because this was a cactus and chili challenge, we have chili pepin, about 10 little mini chilies. These are spicy. Maybe you have a little bit, maybe you have a lot. I'm going with a lot. Toss this guy. I know it's gonna take some salt, a little bit of pepper. It's looking beautiful. Let's put this aside and let's get working on our relleno. So I have a ripping hot pan right now, and we're just gonna put these cactus leaves down onto the cast iron and let them char a little bit. If you have a smaller pan, make sure the bottom's clean, and then you can drop it in right there. The cactus, it's saying something to me.
Fill me with shrimp and fry me.
I must oblige. That's what you're looking for. It's starting to soften. It's starting to release some of its moisture. I'm gonna let them go for a few more minutes. These are just about done. Look at how amazing these look right now. They've got a beautiful char to them. We're gonna grab our shrimp paste and give these guys a roll.
Ay, Dios mío.
You're gonna take your chilled shrimp filling, make sure it's a nice even layer, because you want these to have like almost a nice little pinwheel, a roll. So the shrimp is almost this glue that holds the cactus together. So now you have one, let's do another. There you go. So from here, we're gonna work on our egg whites and our meringue.
So I'm currently working on my meringue, add a different kind of texture and flavor.
For a meringue, it's 4 egg whites. We're gonna drop our egg yolk into this. And once it's incorporated, you're done. We are ready to fry. What we're gonna do is roll our nopales in our flour. There cannot be any time in between adding your relleno into your egg white and the fryer, so you have to do this immediately. So I have a cast iron pot there, full of oil. It's about 375 degrees. Make sure it's full of this beautiful fluffy egg white, and right into the oil.
It look like rellenos.
Make sure these are cooking evenly on both sides. So beautiful golden brown. We're gonna hit this into a sheet tray lined with paper towel. And while it's still hot, we're gonna hit this with a little bit of salt, and we are ready to put this dish together.
I've never had a relleno like this.
So we have this beautiful velvety shrimp bisque. We have our beautiful relleno. We're gonna cut this into 3 beautiful slices. I mean, that looks gorgeous. You wanna see this beautiful pinwheel. Take this awesome salad. I'm gonna put this down the middle, and then drop little droplets of chili oil. The colors immediately are what pops. That looks delicious. Let's get into this guy. That is super delicious. This batter is so fun. It's almost like a beignet or like a donut. It's springy and light, and it's soaking up all this beautiful shrimp bisque. Thank you, Evelyn, for the inspiration and the dish. I work with new ingredients all the time. I encourage you guys to do that. Today is a perfect example of why you should. You will find something that you've never had before and absolutely love it. Next time, I'll be making our final winning dish, and we'll see who will be this season's top chef. See you next time. If I'm ever stranded in the Sonoran Desert, now I know how to survive.